Inside ISO 42001, the AI Management System Playbook. Today, we step into one of the most important chapters of the AI era, a chapter that decides not just the future of technology, but the future of trust, responsibility, and intelligence in every organization. ISO 42001 is not just a standard. It is a promise we make to the world that the intelligence we build will uplift society, protect users, and accelerate innovation without losing control. As you move through this playbook, imagine an organization where AI decisions are transparent, where risks are predictable, where governance is not a burden, but a competitive advantage. This is your journey, a journey into the world's first AI management system, a journey into ISO 42001, where discipline meets innovation, where trust becomes a strategic asset, and where you, the AI governance professional, take the center stage. Let's take a deep breath and walk into the playbook that defines the decade, why ISO 42001 is the defining standard of the decade. As AI rises everywhere, in hospital, in vehicles, in banking, in justice systems, and even in personal decisions, the world is facing a silent crisis, a crisis of trust. People don't fear AI. They fear what happens when AI is unregulated, unmonitored, or misunderstood. That's where ISO 42001 steps in. A global consensus from 165 plus countries saying, this is how we govern intelligence safely, responsibly, ethically. It brings clarity where there was confusion. It builds accountability where there was chaos. It strengthens organizations with a universal language of trust. With ISO 42001, your AI doesn't just work, it works with purpose, discipline, transparency, and respect for society. This is why leading organizations worldwide are adopting it, not because it's mandatory today, but because it is inevitable tomorrow. Remember this: AI without governance is risk. AI with ISO 42001 is power. What is ISO 42001? ISO 42001 is the world's first blueprint for managing AI responsibly, from ideation to deployment to continual improvement. It brings structure to an ecosystem known for unpredictability. It brings clarity to a field known for complexity. And it aligns with the standards organizations already trust: ISO 27001, ISO 9001, NIST frameworks, and more. It doesn't matter whether your organization builds AI, buys AI, or simply uses AI. If AI touches your business processes, ISO 42001 becomes your guardrail. It addresses challenges like bias, opacity, drift, non-compliance, model failures, and it asks you to govern AI like you govern business itself, with a structure, a purpose, a scope, and a certifiable system. This is not just another compliance checklist. It is the world's operating manual for trustworthy intelligence. Why AI demands a management system? The AI is unlike anything we have governed before. It learns, it adapts, it evolves, and that evolution can be a gift or a threat without structured governance. AI creates invisible bias, decision failures, privacy violations, regulatory risks, reputational damage, unpredictable outcomes. But with ISO 42001, everything changes. AI becomes accountable, risks become visible, decisions become explainable, performance becomes measurable, and governance becomes continuous, not occasional. Think about it this way: you wouldn't run your business without financial controls. You wouldn't run cybersecurity without frameworks. So why run AI without a management system? This is the moment where AI goes from uncontrolled intelligence to governed, audited, trusted intelligence. That is the true value of ISO 42001. ISO 42001 structure, the 7-pillar framework. Every mature system has a structure. ISO 42001 gives AI that structure. through 7 powerful pillars. Context: know your landscape leadership. Own the responsibility planning, identify risks and opportunities, support, build competence and resources. Operation: execute the AI lifecycle with control, performance evaluation, measure what matters, improvement, keep evolving with discipline. Each pillar is a checkpoint of maturity, a spotlight on what must be visible, a foundation block of trustworthy AI. These 7 clauses transform AI from a technical project into a living, breathing management system aligned with business, ethics, compliance, and societal values. As we move deeper today, you will see how each clause becomes a story, a responsibility, a governance milestone. Welcome to the 7 pillars of intelligent trust. Did Every powerful governance system begins with a single question: where are we and what forces shape us? Clause 4 asks the organization to pause, to breathe, and to deeply understand the world in which its AI systems exist. Before you build controls, before you train models, before you deploy intelligence into the real world, you must know your environment, your stakeholders, your risks, your purpose. This clause is not paperwork, it is awareness, it is grounding. You explore the external world, regulations, market pressures, societal expectations, because AI does not live in isolation. You explore the internal world, your culture, your capabilities, your constraints, your appetite for risk, and then you list your stakeholders: customers who expect fairness, regulators who expect compliance, teams who expect clarity, communities who expect safety. Finally, you define the scope of your AI management system. You choose which AI systems are included today and which may come tomorrow. Clause 4 is the compass. It is your organization standing still, looking around and saying, we know who we are, we know what we must protect, and we know the world we are responsible to. This clarity becomes the foundation for everything that follows. It is not the beginning of compliance, it is the beginning of wisdom. Responsible AI is impossible without leadership, and ISO 42001 makes this truth very clear. Clause 5 is where commitment becomes visible, where leaders stop delegating AI governance and start owning it. This is where top management says AI is not just a technical tool, it is a strategic force, and we are accountable for every decision it influences. Leadership must approve and communicate the AI policy, embed the AI management system into business processes, allocate resources, people, technology, time, establish roles and responsibilities, demonstrate visible involvement, not passive oversight. It is here that the AI Governance Office is born, where cross-functional teams come together, where the AI Ethics Board reviews high-risk use cases, where model owners become responsible for performance and risk, where the Data Protection Officer ensures privacy is never compromised. Clause 5 makes AI governance a leadership responsibility, not a data science problem. Not an IT responsibility, but an organizational promise. Because when leaders own AI governance, trust flows downward, accountability spreads outward, and responsibility grows upward. This clause turns leadership into guardians of intelligent systems, guiding AI with discipline, clarity, and ethical courage. If Clause 5 is commitment, Clause 6 is the roadmap, the strategy, the action plan. AI brings extraordinary potential, but also extraordinary risk, bias, privacy violations, drift, explainability failures, adversarial threats, and unpredictable behaviors. Clause 6 asks the organization to do something powerful: stop reacting to AI risks and start planning for them. You identify the risks, you assess their impact, you decide how to treat them, mitigate, transfer, accept, or avoid. You document your criteria for risk acceptance. You align them with your business goals. You create measurable objectives that define what good AI governance should look like. Risk registers are built, PIAS are conducted, OKRs are defined, and the organization creates a living map of threats, opportunities, and governance goals. This clause transforms AI risk from a technical conversation into a strategic board-level dialogue, because when risks are visible, they can be controlled. When risks are documented, they can be justified. When risks are understood, AI becomes not just safe, but unstoppable. Clause 6 is where your organization stops fearing AI risk and starts mastering it. Even the best frameworks collapse without one thing: competence. Clause 7 asks a simple but profound question. Do your people have the skills, awareness, and resources to govern AI responsibly? This is where organizations build their muscle, their capability, their culture. It includes competence development for AI engineers, data scientists, product teams, governance and ethics training for executives, awareness programs for every employee who touches AI, clear communication channels for reporting incidents, sharing risks, and maintaining transparency, documented information, model cards, procedures, logs, version control, approvals, and evidence. This clause ensures no one uses AI blindly, no one deploys models without understanding consequences, no one manages risk without the right tools. It transforms the organization into an ecosystem of awareness. People know their responsibilities. They understand the AI policy. They act with discipline because ignorance is eliminated. Clause 7 builds the human foundation of responsible AI, a culture where competence becomes the shield, where awareness becomes the early warning system, where documentation becomes the organizational memory. And with this foundation, AI becomes not only powerful, but sustainable. Clause 8 is the heartbeat of ISO 42001. It is where governance transforms into daily practice, where AI's lifecycle is controlled with precision. This clause covers everything from the moment an idea becomes an AI concept to the moment the system is decommissioned forever. It demands data quality checks, bias testing, robust model development, validation and verification, secure deployment, continuous monitoring, controlled updates and retraining, documented decommissioning procedures. It introduces model cards, version control, fallback mechanisms, human oversight, drift detection, and audit-ready documentation. Clause 8 ensures AI is not built on assumptions, but on evidence, discipline, and reproducible practices. This is the clause where organizations earn trust, where they prove that AI is not a mysterious black box, but a well-governed system, transparent, traceable, accountable. Clause 8 is where intelligence meets integrity, where innovation meets safeguards, where technical excellence meets operational discipline. This is where AI becomes truly enterprise ready, stable, predictable, and trusted.